Instead of planning a family cookout, we can be planning our workout times together.
Less than a year ago, Cheree, Swan, and Chancellor Rudgley were complete strangers. Now, they share a permanent bond.
She's, giving me a second chance in life, a rebirth, an act two.
You can see a difference, and you even look happier.
It all started last January, when Cheree went looking for a gym to join.
I always fought with really low self-esteem issues.
Cheree wanted to get in shape because she was so grateful that others had helped her survive cancer that she wanted to be a kidney donor.
My way of giving back had a lot to do with the kidney.
She told me, she said, well, I'm trying to prepare to donate a kidney. And I was just overwhelmed by that because I was like, that's a big deal.
Cheree says other gyms she visited just didn't feel right.
And I was like, whoa, that's awesome.
Won't swing, there you go.
But Cheree immediately fell in love with the staff at Anytime Fitness in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
It's cozy. It's how all places should be.
I think the most important thing is just to treasure the time that you have with your members and make them a priority.
In fact, the very first time Cheree set foot in the gym, an extraordinary series of events began to unfold.
When you're real with people, they feel like they can be real with you.
Realizing they shared certain beliefs, Lydia invited Cheree to attend a Bible study class.
My prayer request was that God would just bring the right person into my life so I could donate my kidney if that's His purpose for me.
My heart just started shivering.
Seated next to Cheree at that same Bible study class was Rudge's wife, Tiffany.
I didn't know what was going to happen. Was he going to live? Was he going to die?
Tiffany told Cheree that Rudge had been enduring daily dialysis for more than a year and that his kidneys were failing.
She says, oh, what's his blood type? And I said, well, he's an O. An O has to have an O, but an O is a universal donor. And she says, oh, well, I'm an O. And my heart just started shivering again. And I was like, that's just really crazy.
A week later, Cheree sent Tiffany a note explaining why she'd like to donate a kidney to Rudge.
Just a little short note, and I mean, I'm bawling.
Then they had to wait while tests were conducted to see if Cheree was a true match for Rudge.
They called us on Valentine's Day with the answers.
There's 98,000 people on the list. She's not going to match my husband.
She goes, you're a match. She said, everything come out great.
That was the best Valentine's Day present ever.
It's an opportunity to save somebody, and he had a wife and a child. And I couldn't imagine, after meeting that little girl and seeing the way she feels about her dad, or losing him. So, I'm sorry. I love talking about it. I'm just a crybaby.
The transplant surgery took place 1 month later.
Lydia and Amanda came up to the hospital the day after my surgery and brought a fruit basket. What other place does that, Who else gets that personable?
Just 4 months after the surgery, Rudge is healthier and feeling better than he has in years.
The road to heal. There's no limitations and no restrictions to what I want to do and can do now.
As for Cheree, she says she's made all sorts of new friends at a place that now feels like home.
I see other people doing the same thing I'm trying to do. They're trying to better themselves. So it's kind of like inspiration.
And she has one more goal she'd like to achieve.
I'm hoping that one day I'll feel decent enough to wear a bathing suit in public.